Hey, what is going on, tribe? Oh, what's this right here? I'm glad you asked. These are terrarium keychains, and they will be available on theplantdaddy.com. Or you can go ahead and go to social media and follow me, theplantdaddy, and just go ahead and place an order there. But these are terrarium keychains, and don't lie and say you don't want one, because I don't know why you wouldn't want one of those. I mean, just, bro. Alright, yeah, so this video is probably gonna be a little bit all over the place. I have a lot of shit to do, and I just decided I'm just gonna go ahead and turn on the camera and bring you guys along with me. If you're not used to following me, then hey, just bear with me. I'm gonna get to every single thing that I put in the title. It's not clickbait. I don't know when I'm gonna talk about it. I don't even know what exactly I'm about to talk about, but we gonna do something. Alright though, y'all, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm about to jump into. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you guys have seen this. I have it on my story, the beginning of me building this thing. But this is a vivarium. The background is made out of styrofoam. And I silicone some cocoa fiber onto it. This is actually my first time building one like this with a background like this. But yeah, that's what we got going so far. It has a nice little water feature. I drained the water a little bit, so I'm gonna fill that up once I get the soil in. I'm not gonna build the whole thing step by step, because like I told you guys in the video that I made the terrarium with y'all, that it was kind of hard for me to focus, and I really want to focus on this thing and give it all the detail that I can. It's gonna need a lot more detail than a native terrarium would. But with that said, I'm gonna bring you guys along with me through as much as I can. I'm gonna go upstairs to the greenhouse. I'm gonna show you guys how that's doing, and I'm gonna pick out some plants from there that I'm gonna put into here, because I honestly don't even have, I don't know what the hell this is about to look like yet. So I'm gonna go shop around upstairs. Before I start this thing, man, you already know if you have any problems, stress, anything tripping you out right now, hey, don't even worry about that, man. You way more powerful than the bullshit that you're going through. Alright, let's go ahead and start this thing. Showed you guys the keychains downstairs. This is my logo, my official logo for right now. The Plant Daddy, create your earth. You feel me? I promise y'all this stuff is going out. Today is the day before Thanksgiving, so now whatever date I just said, that shit probably gonna be out like this Friday coming up. And there'll be a couple things that you guys can purchase on there, or you can just go ahead and hit me up on social media and we can discuss, and I can get some things shipped out to you. But wow, this is the greenhouse as of right now. It's not as full as it normally is, because you know I just be moving in and out of here, taking stuff and all that type of shit. But this is the light that's normally on in there. Just a normal, regular plant light that just kind of got propped up in there. Hey, man, let's go ahead and get into these plants real quick. Y'all already know I'm a huge fan of prayer plants. Why wouldn't I be? Just look at the pattern on them. They got this beautiful color on them, like I've said 1,000 times. And just got all this character, man. Look at them, how they standing up at nighttime, bro. Just get yourself some prayer plants, man. I swear. I got this umbrella plant right there. And then some baby tears over here. I love to use these in terrariums and vivariums, because they grow pretty fast and they're pretty versatile. I have a palm tree up there, then some petunias down here, which I probably won't use, but I will definitely use all these terrarium plants I got. I don't know the names of all of them, but I do know this rabbit's foot fern right here that I'm about to show you guys. I want to hang this one epiphytically, so I kind of want to mount it up in there to look like it's just growing off a tree or something, and I might have it hang on some wood. We'll see how that goes. I don't really know what I'm doing yet. I got a philodendron right there, just to get some more light, a banana tree. And then I got some begonias, which is a little bit rare for me because I don't really rock with them as houseplants. I don't know why. But I love them in vivariums because they got a lot of color and texture and variety to them. So they'll definitely be useful for the look that I'm going for. I got some ferns up there and then some creeping figs down here. This little cute ass one is an oak leaf creeping fig.
Yo, what the fuck? They call this man
Shit, my bad. Hey, but this is an oak leaf creeping fig. The leaves kind of resemble ivy, and they're a lot smaller than the other creeping figs, which I have over here. I'm gonna probably use this variegated one right here just to add a little bit more color to it and contrast. But look at this pitcher plant. I want to update you on this, guys, before I show you the moss. This pitcher plant is doing amazing in here. It's loving this LED light. I'm just keeping it humid in here, and that's a new flower I have blooming right here. So everything is doing amazing on it besides one pitcher that I need to cut off, but the rest of them are doing extremely healthy, and it just keeps on pushing out new growth. So I don't got no complaints in here. But moving on to the moss, this is where I propagate my moss. I have a few different varieties. This one right here is peacock moss or spike moss. I think it's really easy for beginners because once it dries out, it's really easy to come back. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use all three of these probably in there. And next up, I have some fern moss, which you guys can see why they call it that. They look like
little ferns. They look like fern plants, and sometimes they'll end up shooting out small fern plants as well. This right here, I don't really know what it's called. In the hobby, they call it frog moss, but I know that's not what it's called, because what the hell is frog moss? But hey, it's beautiful, it's thick, so we're gonna go ahead and use it.
Alright, so that was my slight little greenhouse tour. Oh yeah, I think I want to use this monstera clipping, so I'm gonna use it. This one has a bunch of roots, so I might as well go ahead and throw that in there, and I love the way it looks when it matures. It gets these holes in it, and it definitely gives a bomb rainforest vibe. Here's another thing of moss that's just kind of quarantining out. Make sure you don't put y'all babies in here. It's a little bit dried out just to kill out everything, and now it's coming back to health to rehydrate itself. I'm sure I didn't have to do that, but that's just what happened with that one. And here's some more cork bark pieces. This is what the background downstairs is made out of. Just cut this up. And there's some tubes in here, I think. I don't know. I'll dig through that and find the wood later on. Hey, tell me I look like I just cleaned house at a nursery with all this stuff right here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff downstairs though, then get the moss down and turn off the lights up here so that all the plants can rest. And we're gonna get started on this build, man. Like I said, I apologize for the structure of this, but
right here we just have some of the premium Plant Daddy botanicals. This is just some of the soil that I mixed up that I'm going to use. Inside of it is some coconut coir, some organic compost made out of vegetable scraps, not manure or anything. I have some sphagnum moss, some orchid bark, a little bit of sand, and some activated charcoal. So it's really fluffy and it has good drainage in it.
So I think it'll do great in this vivarium. Plus the microfauna love it, and it's all organic, so it's no shit in there and it's all cool. But this is where we're at. Step one, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and put in the soil. I have this barrier right here, and I stuff rocks and sphagnum moss down in here to help further separate this so that none of the dirt is getting into the water when I put that in there. Cause fuck that. See how this goes. Just gonna take a little bit and hope that it doesn't leak down into the water. I think that's just from me spilling it, hopefully. It does have a, it has a filter in here as well. The water feature does, so it'll help get out some of that dirt. So I'm not tripping too bad. Oh yeah, I love how that looks right there. Just gotta trim this a little bit so it's not hanging in the water, because the water level will probably come up to there. But that looks sweet right there to me. What y'all think? Alright, next up, I want to try to get the rabbit's foot fern in there. So I took it out of the pot, got a lot of the soil off, and then I'm doing an experiment because I have no idea how to really hang it epiphytically. So I just wrapped some sphagnum moss around the roots, and I'm going to try to poke these sticks into the foam, into the corner, and then maybe it could just hang out there, and I'll just make sure I keep the sphagnum moss wet, and these rhizomes will probably end up making their way down to the soil, and they take in nutrients through that. So hopefully this works out, but if it starts to fail, then I can take it out within a couple of days.
Hey, looking good, looking good.
Next, I should probably put this bromeliad back. You guys have seen these in my vlogs. These are just air plants like before. This actually has a nice color to it, but it was not kept in the sunlight, so hopefully the pattern will come back once it gets some bright light back on it. These are the roots that it has, very small roots, and these are just literally used as anchors because it takes its nutrients in from the air. And then you just keep some water into the cup and it will be straight. Alright, so now we're making a little bit of progress with the hardscape of it. I got this piece of driftwood that I sanitized over there in the corner. I got this piece of lava rock right here that I think I'm gonna use. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm gonna try to cover it with as much moss as possible if I use it, because it's very porous and it's perfect for the moss to grow on. I still don't really know what's going on, but I'm just gonna make my way across. I have this palm that I think looks amazing, like when I planted it, of course. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just drop some soil over in the back, allow the palm to grow over. I just plugged a couple pieces of moss in there. I'm gonna press down on them a little bit more once I water them, but in this condition, they should have no problem growing, so I'm definitely gonna leave some spaces open. May fill in with some small plants up front, but the moss should take over in no time. Yo, I know this vlog has no structure, but hey, I have to concentrate on stuff like this. I've been sitting here playing around with this and just seeing what I feel like contrasts with what. And stuff like this takes time, you know what I'm saying? But this is what I got going on so far. I'm not done over there yet. I got this dope begonia in the front that looks extremely colorful. I love the
patterns on there. And here's the other begonia. I like how that kind of contrasts this a little bit. And then, let's stand this up a little bit, plant a little bit more. And then that's gonna be in the background of that. Maybe put a fern or something over in that corner, just to kind of give it a little bit more of a bushy look. And then possibly some more baby tears on the ground to kind of look like moss a little bit. It is time to add in the monstera. I just want to show off these roots real quick before I do so. This is more than ready for a plant to go into a pot. I could have got this out the water a long time ago. And so I think I'm gonna try to stick that over there in that corner like that. And then I'll give you guys a good little rundown of it. I'll fill it up with water, clean it out a little bit, and then I'll show you guys what I'm working with. Alright, so I think this turned out amazing for my first time around building something of this style. I build terrariums and vivariums all the time. I do have frogs upstairs, but I have never made a background myself out of styrofoam and silicone and all that stuff. So this was definitely good practice. I don't want to say there's some things that I did wrong in this one, but it's definitely some things that I want to do different my next time that I build one. And I have a huge tank upstairs that's just sitting there empty. It is like over twice the size of this one. So that's going to be my next project. And I'm extremely happy I got to practice with this one though, because it looks dope. I really can't complain. I honestly have a hard time like not coming over here and just staring at it and looking at it and shit. Also might end up adding some more things to this, like some wood. I'm not sure. It's already kind of crowded, which I like it crowded like this. Everything does have room to grow. But if I do end up adding anything, I'm gonna show you guys that. One thing though I did, this is a warning, hey ladies or anybody that doesn't like bugs, this is a warning for you, so please do not go running and dislike my video after this. I'm about to show you guys how to make this thing bioactive. I put it on my Instagram story, but I'm gonna do it again because why not? I promise the bugs aren't disgusting or anything. I wouldn't show you that. I wouldn't show you like any worms or anything like that. There's some real chill organisms, bruh, real chill. I have mad cultures of these. I'm not gonna keep the camera on it for too long, don't worry. But these are isopods, also known as roly-polies. We have seen these growing up. Y'all used to like them. If you don't like them now, then you done changed and you need to get in touch with yourself. These things are a lot smaller than the ones that you're used to. They're dwarf white ones. So they're really small. You're not even gonna see them in here. You guys have not seen any in the soil since I've been showing you this, and they're in there, trust me. I am just gonna place them right there and they'll find their way around. Now these little teeny white bugs that you guys really cannot barely see on this camera, these are called springtails, and they also just help eat any organic matter on here. So a lot of times the vivariums and terrariums, when you're first setting them up, they do get some type of mold, and that's just the ecosystem establishing itself. But these guys help eat all of that stuff and keep it at bay. You can kind of see them jumping around in there. But these and the isopods, they help take care of all that stuff. And they also, if you have any leaves that are dying off on the plants, they'll eat all that stuff. They just are basically janitors for your ecosystem. I'm not gonna put too much in because there's already some in here and I don't want to waste the ones I have left. But you just put some water in and then pour them in there, and they're gonna just go ahead and find their way deep into the soil, and they'll probably come back up whenever they smell or want some food and explore around their new home. The vivarium is finally done. 3 days I let it sit and just kind of establish. I wanted the plants to get accustomed to the new environment, so that way if there was anything wrong, they would have let me know already, and I would have been able to act accordingly, you feel me? But everything in there is chilling. It is doing amazing. This is what we got going on with this so far. I'm just gonna give you guys a quick little tour of my new little rainforest. This is one of my favorite little areas in there. I got the water feature, which is just a fish filter hidden with some lava rock and then some moss that I plan on growing up the lava rock. And then this waterfall just comes into the little pond right there. So I plan on putting some red-eye tree frogs in there. I have one upstairs already, and I know he's gonna love this little water area, as well as this canopy, which is shocking me. It's doing amazing. We got the large leaf baby tears up top, some more of the regular baby tears over there, and then the rabbit's foot fern is in here showing off. I'm really surprised by this thing. Normally ferns are really emotional beings, and if there's anything wrong with what you did, even the slightest bit, they will let your ass know immediately. So I'm happy to see that that's up there still looking nice and healthy and full and doesn't seem to have any problems. And you guys kind of seen the background already. I have some of this ficus all throughout the enclosure. It kind of goes up the back there, comes over here, just kind of like as an accent piece. and it walks up this wall as well. So hopefully it just kind of grows and takes over. It's, you know, does a little sneaky thing. This what are you? Begonia. This begonia right here, it wasn't doing that well at all the first night. These leaves were like basically on the ground, so it kind of showed me that it was stressed, but ever since then it has stood back up, so it shows me that it is loving its new environment. Of course it would, because I think that I provided it with the best option for itself. The fern over here is doing good as well. The monstera in the back showing out. It seems to be adjusting to the moisture in here, which I'm assuming probably it did come out of the water, so it probably doesn't have much of an issue with that. Usually when monsteras are overwater or anything, the leaves will turn yellow, and this little teeny bit right there, if you guys can see, it was already on there before I put it in there, so it's doing good so far. I believe this is a type of peperomia, but don't quote me on that. And I think this is a type of Especia, but really don't quote me on that, because I don't even know if I said that word right. But I love both of these two plants. The peperomia, I think is going to just grow up, and so hopefully it just kind of takes over this background, and kind of same with this. But I love the velvet texture on here and the color pattern. That's really dope. Alright, so that's the vivarium. I'm probably going to put the frog in about a week if I end up putting him in here, which I'm probably going to do. I'm going to hip you guys to when I move Samaj. Yes, his name is Samaj. It's James spelled backwards. I'm going to hip you to when I move Samaj into here. And I'll keep y'all posted on everything coming with the website. If it doesn't come out Monday, then it is coming out next week. I am one man doing a lot of things right now, and I appreciate everybody's patience and everybody for all the support and all the love that you guys give me. It is 100% appreciated. Trust me. Stay on lock though, and go ahead and follow me on social media, The Plant Daddy, on all that shit. And go ahead and like and subscribe down below if you have not, or I mean, if you like the video, then go ahead and do that. I'm not gonna force anybody. If you didn't like this shit, then don't. I feel you. This shit was mad random. But if you did like this shit, then hey, you a real one. Anyway though, comment down below. I love hearing from you guys, and also comment video ideas for some shit called Vlogmas, where they talking about videos every day of December, and I was talking about daily videos. So I don't know, man, maybe the 2 and 2 just go together. So hey, if you want to see me all throughout your December, then just let me know what the hell you want to see of me, and so that way I can just keep things rolling out for you. Hey, I love you, man. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for listening to me rap, because I be rapping my ass off. Peace.